You've prepared for days. You log into the interview portal, your webcam turns on, and a digital avatar smiles back at you. It asks a simple, friendly question. How are you doing today? Tell me a bit about yourself. It is easy to relax here. Most candidates assume the platform is merely recording a video for a human recruiter to watch later. They give a standard, casual summary, drop a few industry keywords, and wait for the next prompt. In reality, you are talking to an active evaluation algorithm. The system operates as a digital detective, actively scanning your spoken words for specific, high-value data points in real time. Offering polite but vague corporate filler to a machine triggers an immediate, unscripted cross-examination that most candidates are never trained to handle. The software relies on a mechanism called adaptive branching logic. Every answer you provide dictates the exact question the machine will dynamically generate next. When the algorithm detects conversational filler instead of concrete details, it identifies a lack of usable data. It reacts by firing back a highly specific follow-up question, aggressively pushing you to provide pure, undeniable facts. Within seconds, a friendly introductory chat becomes a high-pressure technical stress test. Consider how this looks in practice. You might mention managing a basic project using a common tool, like a spreadsheet or a SQL database. While a human might let that vague answer slide, the AI immediately generates a branch. It demands to know the specific functions, queries, or formulas you use to achieve your results. As you answer, the system strips away your conversational padding. It isolates the specific action verbs and measurable numbers. Then, applying chain of thought processing, the algorithm connects those data points using structural joints, words like because, therefore, and assuming. Personality and charm have no impact on the score. The system is strictly grading the structural, mathematical integrity of your logic. But what happens when the machine asks a question so complex that you have to stop talking and actually think? Humans naturally freeze, look away, and sit in silence while they process information. Automated platforms manage the flow of the conversation using voice activity detection. The system's only way of knowing you are still participating is through your microphone. This creates a fatal mechanical flaw. If the platform registers roughly 5 seconds of audio silence, its programming assumes you have finished speaking. Just as you find the solution in your head, the microphone cuts off. The system records your unfinished thought as a failure and immediately moves to the next topic. The human instinct to pause and reflect is weaponized against you. In this environment, silence is the most dangerous action you can take. To survive, you must provide the rigid data structure the machine is programmed to recognize. The STAR method, situation, task, action, and result, acts as a formatting tool for your experience. Organizing your stories into this specific 4-part sequence feeds the AI perfectly formatted data. This satisfies the algorithm's requirements immediately and reduces the need for aggressive follow-up questions. To counter the silence trap, you must use meta-narration, also known as the speak-to-pause method. Instead of thinking quietly, you state your internal hesitation out loud. Saying, "Let me take a moment to structure my approach," keeps your microphone active and proves your logical organization to the algorithm. You can also deploy a strategic clarification. Asking the AI to define its own prompts buys you time to think and demonstrates high-level critical analysis. You are essentially acting as a pilot, navigating a strict set of instruments, turning a defensive interrogation into a controlled data delivery. Preparing for a rigid, emotionless algorithm induces significant anxiety. You have to learn to articulate every variable of your experience with absolute precision. A human listener might nod through a vague story, filling in the logic gaps themselves. But the machine exposes every missing link between your actions and your results, forcing you to articulate the specific how and why behind every decision you make. This mechanical discipline eliminates the filler and the half-explained thoughts that clutter human speech. You emerge with a communication style built on structural logic, a skill that makes you undeniably clear to every listener you encounter, human or machine.